very beautiful. And those of you seeing her on your TV sets, believe me, the Dabang girl is even more beautiful in real life.
I'm standing far away because if I come close to you, I'll look less pretty.
Oh,
look at you. Isn't she beautiful?
Okay, this is a good mutual. I'm going to take her away from you, and I'm going to unravel the enigma that is Sonakshi Sinha. Okay? So, Sonakshi, you had a nice, quiet life with a small dream of being a fashion designer.
Yes.
And then, wham! It all changed.
It all went upside down. I was very happy with my life. I was studying fashion. I didn't think I would have to be in front of the camera. And whenever I looked in the mirror, I never saw an actress. I saw a very roly-poly girl looking back at me. So yeah, I didn't really fit into that conventional actress look.
When you had a lot of weight on you, did it affect your self-confidence in any way?
Not at all. In fact,
Really?
I would say I was more confident then than I am now. Probably.
Why?
I was
Bindas.
content. I was bindas. I love food. I would eat what I want and be, you know, comfortable in my loose clothing, my baggy jeans and my loose t-shirts. And I still thought that I was queen of the world. But
And how did you put that weight on anyway? Just
my
binging?
mother is a fabulous cook.
Oh my God, that's...
She cooks the best food in the world, and that's all I ate. I grew up on, and I enjoyed my pizzas. It used to be my staple diet, and that's how it happened.
But I want to ask you, when Salman saw you first, did you look like this?
He has seen me like this. Every time I met him, he would give me a 3-hour lecture at least to lose weight and get into films. So I told him, but I don't want to act. Oh. He said, no, but you must do this. And that's the conversation that we had. I'll come to you one day and just be prepared. And one day I just decided to lose the weight, lost 10 more, lost 10 more. And I looked the part of Rajo in Dabang, and that's when Salman and Arbaz came to me. So it's worked out fine.
But so when in your life did the admiring glances begin?
Very, very late. I mean, I would not look at myself as someone attractive at that point of time. So I can't imagine anybody else. Yeah, I think beyond, after I had finished college and school.
And you noticed all the lovely glances.
No, actually.
You didn't notice?
No. I just didn't. I was too involved with myself, with what I was doing. And
you know, I find you quite different to other 23-year-old urban girls. You're not comfortable in bars or going to clubs or things, are you?
no, it's not about not being comfortable. It's just that I've not done it that much. Rather prefer having a conversation one-on-one with someone than with loud music blaring in my ears. And yeah, so it's not about being uncomfortable. It's just that it's something I don't do.
I'm trying to figure you out because, and I think so are all the millions of men here, because you have these very sensual eyes. Your smile is very, very open and friendly, and yet there's something about your demeanor that's a bit touch me not.
It should be like that, right?
Yeah. So when a guy wants to approach you, should he go by the eyes or should he go by the demeanor, by the body language?
If he goes by the demeanor, I don't think anybody would ever approach me, but I think I've got that from my father, the on-guard look. Yeah.
So if a guy wants to approach you, what should he do?
Get along with me.
How?
I think start talking is a first. And if, you know, our sensibilities, our point of view, our thoughts match, then I think that's all there is to it.
What is it about a man that appeals most to India's desirable Sonakshi?
The first thing I would see is how you carry yourself, your confidence, and if you can hold a conversation or not.
And what is it that a man can do that can completely turn you off?
Be a show-off.
Okay. Bragging.
Yeah, bragging and being branded from head to toe. I don't like that at all.
Even the most desirable woman has her share of insecurities. What are Sonakshi Sinha's fears today?
I think they're very right in picking me for Dabang because I am fearless to an extent. But
really?
No, but there's a but. I don't want to become how I was earlier.
Okay.
That could be an insecurity, but it's not that much of an issue because I don't think about it that much. Otherwise, I'm fine. I'm happy with my life.
Of course you should be. Anybody would be. You know, you said in one of your interviews that you don't believe that Valentine's Day should be just celebrated. And every day is a day of love and to express your love. So would you say you're a romantic?
No, I wouldn't call myself a romantic, but I also don't believe in, taking out that one special day to show how much you can do everything possible in that one day.
And not do it for the rest of the year.
Exactly. Spread it out over a year, instead of making the person happy just that one day.
Have you ever sent a Valentine card to anybody?
Never.
Why, Sonakshi?
Because I find the concept very, very corny. I just don't get it.
So how would you express your romance and love?
By talking, by doing the sweet little nothings and, yeah.
How, if I'm a guy, how am I going to know that you feel romantic towards
It's
me?
very difficult to imagine you as a guy, Simiji. You're a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Just try.
No, I can't.
No. I think you're hedging. I think you're making.
No, I really can't. Trust me. Look at her. She's a
But you're
vision.
an actor. You're an actor. You can imagine.
No.
We look at a light and we imagine it's the lover.
No. I'm not a romantic.
Oh gosh. As you can see, it isn't easy to impress a girl as sought after as Sonakshi. So I suggest that you guys, just start taking down some notes before you meet her parents. So while you grab a pen and paper, we'll take a quick break.
Nobody would, could, should, or dare say such a thing against my daughter, Sonakshi Sinha. And if he says so, only one word will be enough for him. And I'll tell him, Khamosh.
Have you ever had a crush on Salman Khan?
Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
I know that every father is protective about his daughter, but when there's a shotgun at home, I guess one has to be a little more careful. So let's meet the Sinha family. The patriarch, Shatrughan Sinha, the anchor, Poonam Sinha, and one half of the twins, Love Sinha. You know, in your interviews, Sonakshi, that I've seen so far, I've always heard you say, no man dares make a pass at me. My father will shoot him, and he'll throw you off the couch, and this, that. I mean, is he really that strict and conservative?
I think every father is concerned
where
his daughter is concerned. But yeah, my father, I think I'm the apple of his eye, and he's pampered me so much. He wants to make a house for me where I bring my husband. He doesn't want to let me go away to my husband's house, but he wants to bring my husband to our house.
You know what, I always thought that you're using this as an excuse to fob the men off, scare them away.
Not at all. I'm not like one Hitler. I mean, love has its time and place, and it'll happen for me. I'm not pushing it. I'm not avoiding it.
So he is conservative.
He is.
Okay, let's hear what your mom said.
Sure.
He is as conservative as any father can be, and I would say much more, if you ask me. Because coming from the background he comes from, and from Bihar, and he is extra conservative about her.
I'm quite modern. I'm quite liberal. But that doesn't mean that I am liberal to the extent of going for designer clothes or no clothes. Designer clothes, you understand what I'm saying?
Even now, if I see her wearing something very short, I do put my veto power over it. And I do tell her, look, this is not going, it's too short. So then it's like, okay, I'll pull it down a little bit. That kind of stuff goes on and on between both of us.
It seems to me that mom is more conservative than dad.
Mom is only taking care of dad's wishes. He
Oh,
shoots
okay.
over her shoulder and she's there to make sure, everything's fine.
But is it only designer clothes that he objects to?
No,
or what?
I meant by designer clothes, he meant revealing clothes.
The
That's
short
all
dresses.
Yeah. I mean, I am in a field where I will have to eventually do wear
Yeah.
something which is glamorous. But I've always thought that, glamour doesn't always mean that you have to wear skimpy clothes. And luckily for me, I'm in a position right now to say what I'm comfortable wearing and what I'm not comfortable wearing. So if somebody does want me to do that film, he can take me. If not, if he wants someone who will go beyond that level, he can always go to somebody else. I mean, it's not a compulsion,
So your father is protective, that's established. Is he possessive as well?
He is.
Let's hear what he said.
Yes, I'm very possessive about the apple of my eye, Sonakshi Sinha. And I would let me also tell you, not only me, even she is very possessive about me. In fact, she was very possessive, so possessive that she wouldn't even allow her mother to sit next to me. यहाँ से हटो, ये पापा के साथ सब मैं बैठूंगी. And then she would tell me 3 things कभी नहीं करने का. क्या? सिगरेट नहीं पीने का, बियर नहीं पीने का, लड़की से बात नहीं करने का. मेरा लड़की से बात यानी किसी से नहीं, मम्मी से नहीं, तो मैं किस लड़की से बात करूं? सिर्फ मुझसे, सोनाक्षी से. तो she was also very possessive and she is still very possessive about me.
And then the other 2 men in your life, they're also very protective.
Very, yes. I mean, if there was one, that'd be fine, but this is double trouble. I've got twins in my house.
I don't think your test stops at the parents. Sonakshi has a tight security system around her, and you'll have to also pass through her brothers as well.
Yeah, I'd say I am the protective brother, at least in comparison to Kush, because Kush has always been the one who's been like more lenient towards her. He's also been part of the gang that basically always pampered her. I've always been the one who's been a bit stricter because I felt that balance needs to be maintained. She has the support of the big man basically of the house. She has Papa's support.
Yes, I'm very, as I said, she's the apple of the eye. She's answered to our prayers. So I'm definitely for my daughter.
He can't say anything to her. Even if she dresses up and he doesn't approve of it, and she will come in, she will walk in front of him, go out, and then he turns around to me and it's, what is this? So I told him, she's walked in right in front of you and why didn't you tell her? He says, anyway, you tell her tomorrow. So that's how it is. You know, he just cannot tell her anything.
You know what? I wouldn't even complain about it. It's something we've grown up with. Every father has that special relationship with their daughter.
I'm glad he agrees.
What do you have to do to get around him? Just smile?
Smile, kiss his cheek, and walk out.
Bas!
Bas, that does the trick. Dads are like that. I mean, their heart can melt with the slightest thing that you do. So,
Are you allowed to go on dates like other girls?
dates, as in I do go out with my friends, but if I say I'm going on a date, then no.
Do you want to hear what he says?
There's no harm in dating, but getting the right person. You see, I do not want her to go through the experiences I've gone through.
But again, there is a curfew time when she's supposed to come back and be in bed. The curfew time for her is like, okay, you have to be back home by 1:30, that's it, no further.
Sonakshi, if at all, if and when she dates, I'm sure it will be in our knowledge. I hope, wish and pray it will be with our consent. I don't belong to the feudal society, though I may look like one.
I know one day she's going to turn around and say, Mom, I'm not a kid anymore, I'm not a baby anymore.
That's true, but you know you're 23. This is the age when girls have crushes, they're impulsive, they're adventurous, they fall in love, they break hearts. I mean, don't you feel that?
I think probably if I was doing something else, if I was, slightly less busier, I would have been doing that.
But tell me, what would your parents' reaction be to your having a boyfriend?
I think, you've crossed that certain stage where it was not okay. You were too young
Yeah.
to have a boyfriend. And so now I think if I do end up having a boyfriend anytime soon, they should know about it, like my father said. I would definitely not keep them in the dark.
She's a young girl, and of course, so many young boys, so many people must be thinking, or even some of them must be dreaming of her. I'm really worried about, because Sonakshi is very sentimental, very emotional. And even something happens to me, even while shaving also, if I cut myself, she would start crying. Sometimes I wonder
As a kid.
that who and how would one take care of Sonakshi? Because she's still very young, though she is very intelligent, confident, her comfort level is best with us, the parents, but still she needs the correct support and guidance.
Very protective. He worries about you a lot.
He does.
A very close-knit, loving family. A very protective father. One day, Sonakshi will fall in love and get married. I wondered how her family would deal with it, so I asked them that.
One day she'll go away to in-laws. Given a chance and choice, we won't look for a son-in-law, but we'll look for another son for us who will stay with us.
Sonakshi, the person you want to live the rest of your life with, as I always told you, Beti, that he should be someone who loves you more than you love him.
मैं यही कहूँगा कि Sonakshi, I love you. We are always there with you. I am your bestest father.
But I also wondered if years from now, your boyfriend or your husband suddenly came to your dad one day and said, look, Dad or Sir, Sonakshi is really nagging me. Can you please control her? I wondered, what would he do?
Welcome to my world. That's what he would say.
That's a good answer. Do you want to hear what your dad really said?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Firstly, nobody would, could, should, or dare say such a thing against my daughter, Sonakshi Sinha, to me. And if he says so, only one word will be enough for him, and I'll tell him, Khamosh.
If you really like someone, would you make the first move?
Why not? I'm dabang, no?
Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
Welcome back. It's Personality Cafe time again. It's the fun time where we get to see various sides of Sonakshi that make her one of India's most desirable. Let's make a matrimonial ad. Okay? You start and we will have it dictated on the screen.
Okay.
Wanted.
Tall, handsome, intelligent, confident. Someone will probably think this is an imaginary ad because no man has each of these qualities that I'm saying.
We'll find him, don't
Okay,
worry.
fine.
Moustache?
No. Not the mustache. My father has a mustache. I'd prefer my husband to not have one.
Okay. Beard?
No.
He should look like?
Clark Kent.
Don't we have anybody in India?
Maybe a Hrithik Roshan.
Lots of hair?
No. Normal hair. Like
No.
nice. Close crop.
Do you like big biceps look?
I like a lean look.
What should he do?
I don't want someone from the industry, frankly. I spend too much time in it, so I think I'd like someone from another world.
Any other talents he should have?
He should be sporty. I like playing sports. Witty. He should
Witty.
be very witty.
Sense of humor.
Yes, which matches my sense of humor.
We must try and find this guy, you know.
We must, but I believe I'm narrowing down my own options. How will we ever find someone like that?
How rich should he be?
For me, at this point, I don't think it matters because
you're
I'm
earning
very
a lot.
happy earning my own money. I mean, I'm independent enough. But he should be able to take care of me better than how my parents did. So I think, yeah, that's...
Do you believe in astrology, Sonakshi?
Not at all.
Okay. You don't believe in horoscopes?
No, I don't believe in horoscopes. I believe that, you have one life and you make it, life is how you make it.
Okay. Well, we have a tarot reader for you now, just for fun.
Okay.
We'd like to bring that on.
Sure.
Let's bring on the tarot. I'd like to present Manisha Katwani, who's going to read your
Nice
tarot
to meet
cards and tell you about your future, your love life, everything else. I'm going to leave you.
Lovely.
Okay, well, your birthday is 2nd June, which makes you ruled by the moon. And your Venus is extremely strong, which gives you a lot of success on the career front, on the movie front. That's why you are emotional. Apart from that, 2 and 6 are your lucky numbers.
It's my birth date.
Yes. So now we're going to get a little bit into your love life. We're going to see what the Lover's Tarot has to say. Is he from your profession? We're going to find out everything.
These cards
So-
can say all of that.
Absolutely. So why don't you just shuffle the cards for me, please?
Y'all are more enthusiastic than me.
Great. Now, I just want you to pull any 7 cards with your left hand, and that will give me a synopsis of your future. We'll start with your present. Presently, I don't see anybody on the love front, but there is somebody coming in the future because you've got love, and that's not very far, maybe a year, year and a half from today. As you enter your 24th year, which is your year of Venus, your love life automatically gets activated. There will be some attraction, there will be some chemistry with somebody. It depends on you how far you want to take, but the King of Arrows says it'll be somebody who travels a lot. I don't see you involved with an actor, so don't worry about that. But I do see you involved somewhere in the industry, as in you'll meet him through your work environment.
Okay.
Apart from that, you've got Ace of Cups, so when you are actually in the relationship, marriage is there, but still a couple of years away, because you have got triumph, so there will be somebody who will triumph over your family.
Okay.
So that will happen, but I don't see that at least for 5 years. So you have a bit of a wait. I don't think you're in a
That's
hurry.
good. I'm okay with that completely.
I have
So-
to come there. This is
Absolutely.
not on. I'm not going to sit so far away. I have to join in.
You
I have to
must,
find
you
out
should
what's
be here.
happening.
Absolutely.
Very exciting.
Eight of Arrows says there could have been somebody in the past or a past relationship, but maybe you all had different priorities or different sort of outlooks towards life. So maybe you all decided it's best you part ways. But in the future, I see your relationship working out.
Great.
Actually, if you don't mind me asking you, are you spiritual?
I wouldn't say so, no. There is a lot of influence of spirituality from my mother because she believes in it, but me not so much, to be honest.
Okay, but any which ways, I am going to give you a special message for your health, your career and everything. So why don't you pull whichever card you like, whichever. Okay, you've got diet is important.
There you go.
It's unbelievable. I wouldn't have believed it.
I had to pick that one.
And it
I just
says
had to.
diet is important to you. It's unbelievable. I promised the audience they'd get a chance of talking to you. But you know, there's so many people here. So what I thought we'd do is we'd put all their names into a bowl, a bucket. It's called the truth bucket. And you just pull out the names and you ask them the questions.
Okay.
And I know you're a good girl and you're going to tell the truth. And as far as the boys, you know, please remember, Papa is watching.
Be nice.
Come, let's go.
Ready?
I forgot to tell you, if you can't answer a question, you'll have to pay a penalty.
Okay.
Who is the lucky person?
Nitesh.
You're looking extremely beautiful.
Thank you.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
And
Nitesh.
Simi ma'am, even you are looking extremely beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay,
As always.
But you said even. Even.
Okay, my question to Sonakshi. What I've heard is that you always travel with your mom wherever you travel abroad or even for shoots. So is it that you're very mischievous and she needs to keep an eye on you? That's why you travel with her?
No, it's because my mom loves me too much to let me go anywhere alone. and I'm absolutely okay with it because I don't get homesick then. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is Simiji's color.
Yes.
Manish. Oh, wow. Hi, Manish.
How are you doing?
Very well. How are you doing?
You are looking damn beautiful, just like a Barbie doll.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, but I'll ask you a serious question.
Okay.
Like, has ever any co-star hit on you?
Co-star hit on me? No. See, the people I worked with, Salman is a family friend. Akshay is a married man, so I doubt there's any scope for that.
Ma'am, I know dad is watching.
Of course,
but,
always.
But can I give you a hug?
Only if that was the penalty, you would be able to give me a hug.
Okay, at least can I shake hands with you?
Of course, please come up. Thank you so much. Nishit.
How are you?
Very well, how are you?
I'm glad to meet you, and I'm not fine after watching you.
You're not fine.
Yeah.
What happened? I'm sorry if I...
No, you're so
done
beautiful.
anything. Thank you so much.
Okay, my question to you is, if you really like someone, would you make the first move?
Yeah, if I really, really like someone, I would. Why not?
Okay.
I'm the bung, no?
Thank you so much.
Rahul. नाम तो सुना होगा.
And my question is for you, if your parents do not agree on the person whom you love, what will you do? Will you dump him?
I think it's, my parents have been there for me my whole life. This new person comes along. It wouldn't be fair to them for me to, even fight with them about it. So I think I'd definitely choose my parents over the guy.
Very, very brave of you. Thank you so much.
I'm doing well. I don't think I'm getting any penalties.
No, you're not.
Okay. Snehal.
Hi Sonakshi.
Hi Snehal.
I'm a huge fan of Salman Khan.
Okay.
So I would like to ask you if you could tell us something about Salman Khan that we don't know and only you know.
He's very, very honest. He'll tell you anything to your face. He won't think of who's there, who's standing there, who's not there. He'll just mupat. Prasad.
Hi Sonakshi.
Hi Prasad.
I just wanted to ask you.
थोड़ा और jump करते तो ceiling के बाहर.
I just wanted to ask you, do you find anything attractive about me?
About you.
So sweet.
Your floppy hair.
Thank you.
Savina.
Well, my question for you is your boyfriend asks you to leave films for marriage. So would you?
I wouldn't be with someone who would lay out that choice for me. I mean, no man who loves me would want me to give up something that I love. So.
Very good.
No penalties yet.
Yellow.
I'm going to go for my favorite color. Nikita.
Hi, Sonakshi. Hi. Great fan of your dance. Could you please show us a step from Humka Peeni Hai?
Music. We'll play the music. Isn't she amazing? No matter how beautiful and how popular and how desirable you are, everybody has to go for a break, and we have to go for one. See you soon. I need a break. Have you ever had a crush on Salman Khan? Have you ever said, I love you?
Renault Fluence presents Simi Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. Renault Fluence presents Simi Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
Welcome back. It's still Personality Cafe. You know, I find there's something about Sonakshi which sets her apart from other girls. She's like as if from an era when girls were very graceful, very poised, and mysterious. And that's what I think makes you one of India's most desirable. And I have to find out from a person like you who you think is attractive and who is desirable. Sure. So let's go with the men who are most desirable.
My current co-star, I think he's got a great sense of humor and absolute fun to work with. So I think, and definitely attractive. 9 on 10.
9 on 10, okay. What are they saying?
They started with 20, then went on to 100. So I'll agree with y'all because otherwise I don't want him to make itne chhed in me. You know? So yeah, I'll just stick to that.
That's a good one. All right.
Our very own answer to the Indian, to the Greek god.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. 10 on 10. I think he's a cool written right behind him, so he is very cool. 9 on 10. Ranveer. We've won all our debut awards together, and every time we meet, you know, it's like a mutual admiration society. Congratulations, congratulations. Same to you. It's like, you know, wishing someone for a festival. Very real boy. Comes across as very down to earth. Very nice to talk to. 8 on 10.
Well, I need you to be a little fearless for our next game.
Okay.
because we're going to play Have You Ever? Okay, now I'm going to make a statement, and if the statement is true, you'll hit the gong. That's right. If it's not true, you'll blow the horn. Perfect. Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Let's start. Have you ever? Have you ever skipped a curfew deadline? You have. Okay. All right. Have you ever cheated on your diet?
Every day.
Every day, okay. Have you ever slapped someone across the face? No, okay. No. Have you ever thrown a tantrum to get your way with your dad? Many times.
Only with my dad.
Okay. Have you ever gotten your brothers into trouble?
They've gotten me into trouble.
Oh, no. That's not what they say.
All the time.
They say you get them into trouble.
I get them. They get me into trouble.
Okay. We'll pass our verdict later. Have you ever had a crush on Salman Khan?
I'm telling you I haven't.
How can you not have a crush on Salman Khan?
Because, you know, I've known him for so long.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and I never looked at him like Salman Khan. I always looked at him like a family friend.
So whatever.
She doesn't believe me. You know I'm not lying. I'm honest.
If you say so. All right. Have you ever talked on the phone for 6 hours?
Oh.
No.
The longest conversation I've had on the phone is about 4 minutes, and even that's too long for me. I hate being on the phone.
Don't ever call her. All right. Have you ever experienced love at first sight?
Not at first sight.
No. Second sight.
Many sights, maybe.
Okay. Have you ever thought of potential names for kids you may have one day? Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you.
Have you ever used someone else's toothbrush without telling them?
Ew, no.
Have you ever said I love you to someone other than the family?
I tell my friends every day I love them.
You know, I always imagine that Sonakshi is so proper and so programmed. I have never expected you to be so much fun. Thanks so much. We'll see you in a little while.
Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. Renault Fluence presents Cine Selects India's Most Desirable, co-presented by Neutrogena Ultra Sheer.
Welcome back. With me is Sonakshi Sinha, the talk of the town.
Wow.
Listen, one of your other skills, I believe, is that you're really a good artist, a good sketcher.
Sketcher.
And Salman taught it to you again?
I always had the flair for sketching ever since I was young, but that's why I got into fashion.
Designing,
yeah.
yes.
But painting, yes, he did teach me how to paint.
Okay.
Yeah. I draw faces. I draw a lot of faces.
Can you please draw for us the face of Sonakshi Sinha?
Oh, that's difficult. I'll try.
I think this is the work of a true artist, and I think it is so romantic and so sensual. And I'm sure a lot of you would like to own this sketch. I would request you all to please go onto our site, which is www.starworld.in/SSIMD, and make a bid, because the money for this will go to charity and it'll go for a very good cause.
I wish I knew I would have made a better one.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think you've been marvelous. I've loved having you on my show.
I've loved being here.
Good. And I just want to say, you know, you've got the key to the Bollywood door. And behind that door lies a life of glitter and fame. And I also want to add that what counts is talent and charm and looks, but nothing counts more than being desirable. And you have that too. And as a reminder, I would like to give you this trophy so you can keep it amongst the many others that you're going to get, to remind you. You are India's most desirable.
Nobody would, could, should, or dare say such a thing against my daughter Sonakshi Sinha. And if he says so, only one word will be enough for him, and I'll tell him, Khamosh.
I say that we had a beautiful relationship, but it doesn't exist anymore.